Hello little gems and welcome back to the Little Gems of Baha'i channel. This week our virtue is humbleness, and we have a wonderful story that shows us what it's really like to be humble. Do you guys know what humbleness means? Well, let me tell you. Being humble is about taking on an attitude of learning. We're not perfect, but we're constantly trying to do better. Not by competing with other people, but by looking at our own gifts and improving on them. So this week, let's practice humbleness. I can't wait to hear all about the ways you practice humbleness this week in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. And make sure you listen carefully to the story because there will be questions at the end. Alright, let's get into the story. A Persian friend was on his way to visit Abdu'l-Bahá in London, England. As he passed through the town of Ishqabad, a poor Baha'i workman came up to him. "I heard you're going to visit our beloved," he said. "Nothing have I to send but my dinner. I ask you to offer it to him with my loving devotion." He tied up his simple dinner in a cotton handkerchief and gave it to the friend. After many days, our Persian friend reached London. He arrived when Abdu'l-Bahá was about to eat lunch with some guests. He presented the cotton handkerchief to Abdu'l-Bahá and told him who had sent it. Abdu'l-Bahá untied the handkerchief. Inside, there was a piece of dry black bread and a shriveled apple. Abdu'l-Bahá spread the handkerchief in front of him and began to eat the workman's dinner. He broke pieces of the bread and handed them to the guests. "Eat with me of this gift of humble love," Abdu'l-Bahá said, leaving his own lunch uneaten. Alright little gems, we have come to the part of the video where I ask you questions about the story we just heard. So you can pause after each question to take a minute and answer it, and then unpause to hear the answer. Alright, are you ready? Let's begin. Question number 1. Where was the Persian friend visiting Abdu'l-Bahá? If you answered London, England, or simply London, you would be absolutely correct. Question number 2. As he was passing the town of Ishqabad, what did the poor Baha'i workman say to him? The working man asked if our Persian friend was headed to visit our beloved Abdu'l-Bahá. Question number 3. What did the working man give to our Persian friend to give to Abdu'l-Bahá? If you answered he humbly gave him his dinner as he had nothing else to give, you would be absolutely correct. Question number 4. When Abdu'l-Bahá opened the handkerchief, what was inside the handkerchief? If you answered inside the handkerchief there was a dry black bread and a shriveled apple, you would be absolutely correct. Question number 5. What did Abdu'l-Bahá do with this humble gift of love? Abdu'l-Bahá spread the handkerchief in front of him and began eating the workman's dinner, and he even shared it with his guests. Question number 6. Finish this sentence. Abdu'l-Bahá said, "Eat with me of this gift of humble love." Great job, little gems. That is all for our questions. Now I'm going to let you know how you can practice humbleness this week. Here are some examples to help you to practice this virtue this week. So to practice humbleness, don't pay a lot of attention to what other people say about you, either good or bad. Don't waste your energy trying to impress other people. Just be yourself and do your best in everything you do. Being humble helps you to realize that everybody is a human being, each one different, but still a person. You don't waste time trying to figure out who is more important or comparing yourself to other people. Instead of competing, do your best to perfect your own gifts, and each one of you has a special gift. When you do wonderful things, being humble reminds you to be thankful instead of bragging. When you're humble, you aren't afraid to ask for help when you need it. Everyone needs help sometimes. When you're humble, you don't worry over your mistakes. Instead, you try to learn from them. And we all make mistakes. You pay attention to what you have to learn rather than what you have already done. You keep growing all your life. You don't ever act as if you're finished. Alright, little gems, I can't wait to hear all about the ways you practice humbleness this week. And I will see you next week with another story and another virtue. Bye, little gems.